Anybody hear this? Can anybody hear the mic? Can you hear the music though, or is there no music?
I'm staticky today.
Good.
My couch is so staticky. It's gonna set me on fire at the gas station one day.
You're coming in hot right now. I feel weird.
I feel like I'm learning.
Good.
I'm feeling like I'm learning how to cope.
Oh.
Ah. Hey, you found yourself at the Foundry, the Palace once more. Nice to see you, Eric.
It's nice to see you too. Are we back or are we back?
Look, it's been a minute.
Man, this is fun. And even more so.
I'm just so happy for Eric.
Yeah,
I'm so happy. But what more so could
No,
there
more
be?
so. I was gonna say I'm more so to be hanging out with everybody.
Isn't this nice? Hasn't it been so long since you've been with a crowd of people that weren't undesirables?
Mm-hmm. It's been a long time.
I bet.
It's been it's been a very long time. It's really good to see everybody, kind of.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's nice to be alive. It's nice Eric he's just completed a gigantic construction project that was harrowing, and it actually, this is the one. So I really, I appreciate you being back for this, because I can appreciate the hardship that you've enjoyed over these 3 months or whatever, and it's like something you don't talk about with people usually.
Do you feel like you were on the job with me, Charles, considering?
I feel like I made the whole trip. It's because I just know so truly and so intimately how the energy was, like the whole, like a 12-hour shift and like a ride and a shower and all that. I mean, this is regular things we're talking about. I'm just trying to put things in the order of operations.
Yeah,
and
but
then
still.
food and then sleep, I think.
But I didn't get much. But you understand more than most the ins and the outs of these jobs.
I understand what it's like, what it feels like to be out there doing labor.
Yeah, and Virginia, misconception. I actually thought it was always going to be sweltering. Honestly, there was almost nothing different.
Yep.
If it ended
was
up
the
being
same.
below freezing up here, it was below freezing down there. We thought we were going to have to get like every day was going to be new cooling things and stupid shit. You didn't have to have any of that stuff. The only thing that cooled you down was the hotel we were staying at. More than once, there's no hot water.
Yeah, I know what that's like.
I stay in really high-end places.
Yeah. I mean, having no heat is nothing that I'm a stranger to, and so now you're not a stranger to it either.
Just like you said, you felt like you were there. Sometimes I felt like I was here with you.
Yeah, I guarantee at the same time we both had no heat. I love that.
It's funny, Charles is such a good friend that if I don't have heat out there, he refuses to have it too.
You don't have heat, I don't have heat. That's how much you share.
Sharing the pleasure.
Oh, is that funny?
Yeah.
Just so happy for that harrowing job to be done, and it's so weird to be in front of everyone. We usually do things behind closed doors like gay guys.
I know. Usually we're in a closet or something like that, but tonight we decided to come out of the closet.
Yeah, we felt like showing our true colors out here, and we just wanted to celebrate that Eric was done his shift. It was like hard time you put into there. Oh my God, I don't know how much prison time it equates to, but it was a long time.
It was 11 weeks. 11 weeks.
11 years, hard time.
11 years, 5 years.
Could be 5 million years.
Who gives a shit?
Miles O'Brien did 20 years in freaking 30 minutes.
See what I'm sipping out of?
You're sipping out of custom glass.
It is a custom glass. There's
Cheers.
2 familiar faces on here. But yeah,
you guys revolutionary.
You guys have to sip out of these things while we all enjoy ourselves.
Yeah, we have some glasses we'd like to share. We're done with the solo cups after 2.5 years or whatever. Whatever.
It's been a minute, but
I don't mind taking things distastefully way too far to where the diminishing returns are so much to where you look bad no matter what you do.
like you've never been afraid to look bad, right?
No.
And you're more a fan.
Lord knows I'm not afraid to look bad.
And you're more of a fan of taking your time and making sure it's at the right time to drop something like this, right?
My timing is very good. I have some of the best timing in the world. And like
I said that, you're a drummer.
I'm a drummer, and just luck and whatever you want to call that. When I roll for luck and when it comes to timing, I am often very, very successful. And it's a purely a luck thing.
It's a luck thing, but there's also a skill thing, because a lot of the time,
it's true.
Aren't you ahead of the curve with a lot of things?
I'm ahead of the curve with too much. I just wish it was profitable.
Oh, that's the difference.
I'm not ahead of the curve in terms of profitability.
Oh, I get a kick out of going live. I love this. This is fun. It's exciting.
It does you do it a long time, and you're like, I feel like doing some of this. But when you get back to this, it's really a nice. We're on after long stretches. This is extra celebration.
It is. Feels good. There's a lot going on in this world.
There's so much going on. I feel extra devastation as of late from the last moon or two, especially this last moon, and whatever is going on with the algorithm on our social media. If I don't have better words to use than that.
That's it.
I'm feeling it completely. Everyone gets goaded. There's only so much you can take, and even if something is made by AI sent to you specifically to tick you off, whatever.
The thing's downright fake. It still affects you.
The thing's downright devious.
It's a freaking. Either way, it tricks you.
Yeah, it tricks me, and I'm like this. I'm being tricked, aren't I? I'm like, God. I start saying things.
Isn't that funny? But tricked with AI is pretty funny.
Oh, I don't take anything off the table. Everything being completely custom tailored to your to smoke out people that could be a problem for subsequent administrations. Like these are not alien thoughts to me at all.
They're not alien thoughts, and you have to assume. Whatever you're seeing is the opposite of what it really is, no matter which way.
You have to apply an Uno card.
You have to. You're gonna give a reverse card to it.
Fucking flip a reverse. But I have not been pleased with the hype, and I'm not. There's certain words.
The repetitiveness.
Just the intensity and the fanning of flames of chaos and of war and of civil war and of political things and of strife and of disunity. I'm feeling a lot. I'm not the only one. Picking up a lot of this disunity, a lot of this energy, which can only be intentionally inseminated into our social media because everyone knows it's completely controlled and completely algorithmic, so everything's intentional.
It is, and
the system is what it does. You can't turn your back on it.
And you can't argue with that.
You can't. It's irrefutable. You can't argue with it. You can't.
No, and that's the sad part. You see this stuff so much, meaning that how long will they go on a tirade of just Trump is evil, evil, evil? I'm only seeing now that everything is saying how wonderful he is and how everything's erased. Epstein files.
All of a sudden, we're talking about Epstein files. Now, Eric, go ahead.
No, I just want to say this one other thing before you say this. Now you've got other foreign leaders that are all on his side. Yeah. Every single person, they got people, Nobel Prizes there, they want to award them. I mean, a complete flip of the script.
What's going on here?
How insane is that? If you really think about it, let's say this is reality. This is supposed to be real. How can you go that much of a flip of a script?
It can only be a script.
It's insane.
I'm like weary of using even the word script because people understand these things to this degree, but apparently not.
Not enough when they're not tricked.
Deception, to not be deceived by spiritual warfare is, I'm not exactly going to call myself an expert. I am an expert in a few things, mainly. Well, I don't want to denigrate myself in front of everybody.
Mainly sex.
Yeah, mainly sex. Aren't
you an expert?
Yeah, sex expert. I'm mainly that. I'm embarrassed. I don't want to.
I can't. No, come on.
That's like.
But don't go into that, because that's.
I don't want to go into that, but I mean,
don't let out your secrets.
I don't want to let any secrets, but I've been feeling this pain, and I am a relative expert. Perhaps you could say I know a few things about spiritual warfare a little bit, but as crippled as I am, obviously am. I can't be that much of an expert.
Before you said it, you brought your shoulders forward. As much as I am crippled as I am, you turn into my grandmother.
Yeah, I started slipping into fucking Tony Hopkins a little bit.
Sure. Remember I told you I didn't think he could read. I don't know. Story for a different time.
Yeah, you could. But I feel it's on heavy demoralization. I feel deep waves of demoralization, especially for certain demographics and certain inhabitants of certain areas, certain nations.
But the disunity that you're talking about, I feel it too.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like people against people. I don't like that sort of warfare. I'm sure there's terminology, fifth, sixth, whatever generation, there's more smarter people than I am. I've never said I was smart. But there's the people fighting the people is something I can never go get behind.
How the hell can you? That's insane to say that you would.
Everyone said no more brother wars, but if look, it's got a little bit of nuance.
There's a different touch to it.
It's a touch. There's a lot going on in what we're saying.
I guess what it comes down to is there's a lot going on. So you're going to be confused through the whole damn thing.
Tribulation. It seems a bit. Just nonstop barrage. And this method, whatever this method is, a nonstop barrage of propaganda or whatever you want to call it, whoever designed it and sent it out, if you don't stop on the attack, it's probably Saul Alinsky. If you don't stop, you keep attacking, you don't defend yourself, you keep attacking, you inundate everybody with just propaganda, and even if something bad for you happens, it gets washed by the inundation. It never ends.
It's obviously effective.
It's effective because most people are speaking in terms of reality. They're uneducated, they're undisciplined, they're abused in many different ways. Their brains are just completely annihilated by a lot of the anti-life equation that is going around in this plane.
Do you see in your own life people that believe something? Let's say, for instance, Trump is an evil person for a long time, and a lot of people fall into, if they hear it a million times, they start to believe it, right?
Yeah.
And let's say from now,
repeat the lie.
We'll say a month ago, forward another 3 years of his term or whatever, he turns into the peacemaking God, right? Do you think, have you ever seen in your own life where people actually change for real, or do people stick with their guns no matter what?
As far as I've seen people, the root of people and what makes them a net positive or net negative, it usually does not change.
Nothing, it just doesn't change, right? Because I'm going to agree with you. I think people are stuck in their ways.
It takes an enormous amount of prayer and discipline and sweat and insanity to get. Well, look, I'm not trying to dump complexities on things that are potentially simple. So I don't mean to do that. In terms of faith and prayer and that moving mountains with faith and anything is possible, I'm not trying to dissuade people from achieving that. I make things difficult on my own.
Yeah, well, I mean, I understand what you're saying. Not that you do, but all in all, no. I mean, I really don't think so. I just think that people are stuck in their ways, and I think we mentioned this earlier. We were just saying that people don't change as much as people say they can.
It's not a movie.
It's not a movie.
People usually. I don't presume to speak for other people, but
this has nothing to do with politics. I guess just in general.
Just in general, it's very difficult. It is usually a deep challenge for someone to uproot things that are very hardwired in their brain, and perhaps with prayer and with faith, and you can do anything, but other people are usually not as intelligent to apply those things. That's most people.
Isn't that kind of funny? Because we can talk about intelligence mixing with what you were just saying, but the people that I do see or claim to have changed, or maybe it's just a claim, but the only time I see the big change, let's say you've got some druggie, murderer, blah, 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 and then they found God, and then something is completely changed through faith. Those are the only times I see like a 180.
It's a faith-based
so maybe that's the key. That's the only time you're really going to see it.
My intelligence and my brain and everything is so fallen and ill. It definitely requires things that are otherworldly or temple within. I could never achieve anything with just raw intelligence because it's just I'm not intelligent.
No, but you also aren't going to put your mind, heart, and soul into something like politics.
No,
so
you do that.
Different.
That's I could say a few words that people won't like.
Yeah, no, but that's my point. Is you would be basing anything on change would be faith for you because everything else is obviously a smokescreen.
No, yeah, most other people, in order to have a type of ego that will intentionally change and not just be an outward show for celebrity or legacy or fame. It takes it takes blood, sweat, and tears. It takes real, like, there's no spiritual work that doesn't have real tears.
It's real life.
Yeah, like that's to do inner work is just, it's like lifting weight. I don't know. I can't put into anything. It's
what
not
it is
sound
necessary.
Stupid. It's necessary.
Yeah, you have to.
Because as you've seen with systems that I apply that don't work forever, and I'm like this, it's everybody else. As with politics and everything that you see in this world, you see that kindness or certain other political propagandized virtues, weaponized virtues, clearly the systems, they don't work.
No. And so there's a lot of that going on,
There's
which
all,
might be the root.
all of that.
Might be the root of it all.
Ooh. But what is put in front of your eyes when you use these algorithms is really such a total bummer. It's such a bummer. I thought everyone was supposed to be happy and fun, and I thought we were solving all the world's issues. I thought we were doing this and that, but
Wait.
why is everything? Oh, I see are people getting stabbed in the throat, people getting
I
this.
know.
I'm like, what is going on? I see people. Oh, I mean, reminders. Well, this is a heavy topic, and I've seen some Sandy Hook-esque conspiracy theories about it. I guess I'll just leave it at that, mainly because I don't remember them, so I really can't talk about them.
Just leave it at that.
I'm gonna leave it at that because I get killed if I talk about them.
He doesn't remember it, though.
No, I actually don't remember them. I actually don't even want to bring it up because it's too dark of a topic. I don't want people to be thinking of cartel Satanism at like music concerts. I think it's a very damaging thing if you're not going to transmute it into something that you can evolve with or something. I don't know how else to put it.
Well,
man.
you want people to go in the right direction.
Yeah, I don't want people to get mired because I've been mired very, very insane. I just don't talk about it because people be like this, oh, he's insane.
Yeah.
I've been mired very insanely by things that I've been introduced to all throughout my life, of course, and have recently even of people being murdered, or of even pieces of media, or of even people telling stories of some horrific Satanism, mutilation, and things like that. They are very, very deeply, deeply saddening, and it's just your duty not to despair and not to get mired in that, though. It's attractive and it's magnetic to get into it because we've been programmed to do it.
It's obvious that's what everyone is attracted to.
Yes.
But we got to get away from that.
Yeah.
We really do, and
Yeah.
so does, everybody out there does. If we get away from that, we're actually set.
You're halfway. You're halfway there. If you can write down the problem, you're halfway there to fixing it or something. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, there's that. But I have to, just now that I
Yeah.
remembered, I have to say that all the Trump stuff, the Epstein stuff. Who's the only person you ever heard associated with Epstein after all these years?
Should I ever say that? I don't think I should.
Isn't it weird? The only one now I know is Trump.
But I'm hearing things differently as of late.
You've heard some.
So that has been the case, but who the real? I mean,
You've
really.
been hearing some deep stuff?
I hear the flip. I'm hearing the flip.
Yeah, I've heard the flip too. I've heard the flip. Yes, but
Like he's not associated. Actually, they didn't like each other. They never got along.
Yeah.
Epstein admits he stayed away from him as much as he could.
You get controlled opposition on both sides, don't you? At the same time, simultaneously.
There you
of
go.
course.
So you said the barrage.
So the barrage never ends. But I always knew that when people finally started talking about Epstein, it would be because that something was related to Trump, allegedly.
Yeah,
That's the
like,
only.
it's the
Every
reason to
time
bring it
else,
up in the first
people
place.
wouldn't talk about it. It would get like a shadow ban, this and that. People all of a sudden, everyone loves it so much. Anyway, I was just moaning about it. Never mind.
There's a reason why he never released the files,
Yeah.
because he's in them.
Yeah, that class, the ruler class, whatever you want to call them, it's really too wild of a topic to cover here, obviously.
Yeah, it is. It's too much, and I mean, God, there's
People have had enough of it.
Well, people have had enough of it, and people have been talking about it for, I don't know, a year, day and night.
Day and night. Clearly political parties don't work and politics doesn't work, and that's where we're here. Political parties themselves are queer, honestly, and they're a mystery religion in and of themselves, as everyone knew for all these years. It's not like this is a secret that there's only one party. This isn't a secret. I'm not the first person to mention this.
No, and it's not, and that's why so let's get back to unifying. There's been like an uproar in the media. I don't know if it's real. God, I don't know if anything's real.
Yeah.
But
what you see, maybe no one else sees. You don't know.
I don't know. That could have been made for me. But anyway, you know how over the last, I don't know, 6 months, you and I have covered a lot of crap when it came to Europe falling, ultimately.
Yeah, there's a lot of occupation happening right now.
And now...
You've been there.
Yeah,
And we've-
I've
yeah,
seen
we've
it. I've
seen it.
seen
It's
the
pretty
state
crappy.
of the Irish. I was like, ha ha ha.
But now we're seeing, as of late, where I'm maybe personally seeing, that there's hundreds of thousands of people in the streets of London, and there's these big speeches from, like, who's the guy from Poland that is like, might as well be a WWE
Is he the guy that was
promoter.
in sketch comedy dancing with the leather on?
It's possible.
The Ukrainian guy?
I don't know.
Blue and yellow and that stuff. Yeah.
I can't remember
That's the
that.
only guy I know from Poland.
You did
or
show me
or
that guy.
Ukraine.
But either way, he's out there and he's giving some, like, inspiring
He's giving a
speech.
speech. Oh,
You know,
great.
yeah, there's no homeland left for us. We need to grab our homeland back. You know, like, it's this big, like...
That's what he's on there. He's an actor.
There's
He's doing sketch- sketch
100,000
comedian.
people.
It'd be like me going up there screaming about the countries saying that we need to do this. It'd be like me doing that.
And like I said, I don't know if it's real or not, but if there is unifying, it seems like, on my feed, it seems like Europe is waking up and trying to unify and trying to defend themselves. As of late, considering when I went to Ireland, people were dogging us and making fun of Trump and saying we shouldn't have guns and you guys are pussies.
Yeah.
That's what was happening only a couple months ago when we were there.
Yeah, it's all, only from women though.
Yeah, I know.
So at the same time, I was hearing a goddamn trombone with a sock in it. What you say there?
The one with the tongue that's out the end of the horn.
Yeah, yeah.
The cartoon horn. But anyway, that's what's going on with that.
Yeah, there's so what you're saying is that there's allegedly there's
There's some pushback.
I guess
finally.
you could call it populist uprising. I don't know if that's the exact term for it, or the uprising of people who have been stepped on and downtrodden and genocided and ethnically cleansed, etc.
They're finally
those who are being ethnically cleansed.
Well, I mean, what do they call it? The Great Takeover or something like that? What's it called?
The replacement.
Great replacement, right?
It was a conspiracy. Yeah. Now we've known this for many, many, many years. There was a handful of years ago. I remember old classic Pat. He was passing around Camp of the Saints and all that stuff, and we were all like, oh my God! Like we all know what's happening. But if at a certain point, if politics is completely locked down, if you mention any of that stuff, like it's over for you, and then you really can't say anything about anything to anybody.
Well, the only thing I have an issue with is they only bring this up, this unifying event, London streets, 100,000, let's defend ourselves, but they said 2 weeks prior to that, we are the minority. Why would you wait? Why would you wait to get to that point, basically saying...
It's not a choice. You get slowed down by the media and by everything around you.
Don't you see it coming?
No, everyone around you tells you it's not coming and that you're crazy. And all your teachers and all this and that, they're like this. No, it's a no. Everyone, the news, the movies, the TV, music, all your life tells you that whatever you're seeing with your eyes is not happening.
But do you think that...
That's a big spell.
Do you think anything changed from when you were not outnumbered 30% to now you're outnumbered 60%? You really think it changed that much in the streets of what was happening to the public where they weren't waking up?
Yes, much has changed, but there was a delayed response in people understanding that a generation of warfare was waged on them that was invisible and quiet and unspoken and gaslighted, like people would tell you it's not happening. Mm-hmm. And it took a generation after 9/11, after 08, and our entire generation gets out of college. There's nothing already. There's nothing, and this isn't even counting the replacement that my dad was telling about back in the 80s and the 90s. Where they were like this, you can stay on, but you got to train replacements for people you're working with. He's like, nah, I'm out of here. This was in the 80s. So I've known about this for my whole life. But it takes a delayed amount of time because of the anti-life equation that surrounds you with education and media and TV and music and everything around you and the women.
And it only gets worse and worse every generation, right?
Yeah.
It's pumped harder and harder and harder.
But the generation didn't know. They just thought they were the losers. But all the while, it was the visas that we're replacing the every industry of some of the certain people from certain places, and from other people from certain places, foreigners, and it was that happening, and everything, it just gaslighted everyone, and people blamed themselves or blamed other things,
or I can't do anything about it,
or I can't do anything about it. This is sophisticated demoralization campaign and warfare. This is very scary and very brutal to live through, as you feel.
I feel it. It's scary.
Yes, you can feel it because you know, me and you and other people of certain type in a certain place, you can feel that there are your inferiors that want you dead.
And you say that, and I believe it. And that's my issue with it. Is you and I come from.
I don't like that. I don't like the subversion of justice. I like justice.
Right. Well, without it, you're screwed.
I can't live without it.
So, that's what's scary about it to me is you and I come from a religious background where I don't want anybody that doesn't believe what I believe to die.
Yes.
But there are religions that do.
And it's a hard thing to cope with because even your education in Roman Catholicism has made you blind to the fact that people actually want you dead and would kill you and whatever.
You're right.
Matter of fact, blind to it because they were too old to know that it's coming.
I never knew it.
Never knew it.
I never knew it. I was never taught it.
No. Well, we were taught learned helplessness and suicide. That's what we were taught.
But how many times have you heard, like, love your enemy?
I've honestly heard it from people that I despise.
So,
if there was a table, I'd flip it over if I could go back to Catholic school and church. If there was a table, I would have flipped it over and fucking, well...
I've heard it a million times.
Let me ask you this.
Matter of fact, I thought it was the way to go.
Yep,
Our religious background, is that the
mainly
only...
whites feel that way, honestly. What's that?
Is our religious background the only background that does promote love your enemy?
I don't know. I don't know anything about shit.
It's mainly... Well, look, I'm not intelligent. I'm not a theologian.
I wouldn't know either. Right?
It's mainly a Christian ideal that is weaponized against Christians and to allow them to gas themselves. If I'm going to be honest with you.
I mean, how come we've been so successful with that idea? Why would we still be around? Why would there be so many Christians, considering the other ones have a different belief?
A more successful warfare campaign.
Pretty much. Why? Why the hell would we have lasted so long? And I'm going to say this, and this is
that's an answer for someone that's smarter than I am.
And I'm not smarter than you, but my only thought is, the same people that are Christians are pretty fucking smart. Meaning, like, we can defend ourselves if we need it, if you absolutely need it. But I don't have. I'm not saying I have faith in that. I'm just saying, like, what is the reason?
I just don't. I don't have a good answer for that.
It's so weird. But that's how long. How long is this type of religious war going on, and we're still around, and we got some heavy numbers, not probably in comparison, but...
Well, you know how perhaps I've explained it.
I'm talking numbers like I'm in war, but I'm not saying
you are,
but you know what I mean.
You are. Well, you know my opinion on anything, and I'm really not trying to sound cool or anything like that, but in my opinion, maybe I've never expressed this before, but in my opinion, the only war that has ever in our modern times, maybe before modern times, I don't know, but I'll just speak within my lifetime and even my dad's lifetime. The only war that exists in this world is a war against Christians. It's the only war that exists. Now, I know there's a lot of people that suffer unjustly and die that aren't Christians. I know that very well. I'm not making excuses or any of that at all. That atrocity exists. But the only war that exists is a war on a certain type of people from certain places and Christians. And that's the only thing that matters is the annihilation of Christians in this global war. It's the only thing that matters. So it makes sense that you feel attacked in this fear, and you feel like you're going extinct, and you feel like the generation before you didn't do anything to prepare you for the future of this world, which I don't blame them for, because I know that they were.
Because this sounds so crazy, and it seems like a kid talking, but I guess I am a kid, especially my intelligence level.
That's why we're still kids.
But that's what's crazy to me is
big.
Christians. I've always believed it my whole life, but I would never wish people to die for something based on, let's say, religion. Mm-hmm. Like, I've never thought that way, so I believe what I've been taught my whole life. So the idea that I'm awake, this whole thing is like, I don't know. It's eye-opening. It's eye-opening hearing.
It's something that was only up until recently conspiracy.
It seemed that way. I mean, or very small pieces of religions might, but that's a terrorist.
Yeah, well, certain parts of certain religions are cultivated for military purposes, as are admitted to their rulers already. I'm not going to even bother explaining that, but it's like it's on whatever you call that, on record. It's on record, and this is just it's such a wicked thing to use religions and use people against other people. But I guess it's just it's war.
It's war, I guess. I don't know. I guess if you have faith also, though, like we believe in God and we have faith.
Yes.
So maybe you want to talk magical. Let's talk magical. Maybe the ideas that Christians still are around is just the idea that their faith in God
is protected. I understand. It could be. I mean, ever since the Colosseum days, they died in the Colosseum, but I'm sure perhaps there are some that have survived. I don't know what I'm saying. But ever since Roman times, the Christian annihilation has commenced, even since those times. But they've always been adhering to their faith as protection from all these things. Now I don't mean. I don't mean to. It's just what from the mass cleansings that I've seen before our lifetime, but in modern times of in the Ukraine and Russia and Poland, I'm only just going to assume that they were Christians because I am not an educated man. From what I've seen,
seems like there's Christians almost everywhere a little bit.
Yeah,
right. And
it seems like, and I don't want to say it, and I don't want to even put out that vibe. I just feel like we've been forsaken. I feel it. And of course that's intentional. You're meant to feel that and to forsake it and to lose your faith and to deny Christ even when they do their fireworks in the sky with a second coming or whatever they're planning on doing. Everything is meant to erode your faith and to make that path to hell that much wider for you.
Yeah.
So there are thoughts and things that I don't want to entertain any further.
Yeah, but we don't have to go down that route because I don't want to either. Like, fuck that. I'm gonna keep my faith. Obviously.
There it is.
And everyone should.
Yes.
I mean, Jesus, Christians are good.
Yeah, generally speaking, I mean, although there's a lot to say, there's a lot of negative things to say about everybody, but generally speaking, Christians are the softest and the most gullible and the most tolerant. And tolerance taken to a suicidal degree means that when all...
You'll be taken advantage of.
Yeah, it means that, I guess, when all if in the event that Christians are cleansed from this realm, then everybody that remains will go to hell. The God will come home and say, this is, I give you a couple thousand years and this is what you do. I give you 6,000 years and this is what you do. I say, you're all going to hell.
I guess the sad thing is trying to...
I don't speak for God.
Like, if you look back at our childhood and everything, like, where America was so closed off that we're, like, the only people that never really paid attention growing up, where everyone else is pushing their
because
face.
things were so good.
Yeah.
No.
No, they weren't. Even our birthright was already stolen before we were born.
But we didn't know.
Were things ever good?
Maybe not as good as they should have been.
Things were never good, ever, as they should have been. Ever. The only time things were good is during Eden, but when I think of Eden, I feel fear.
How long were you there?
I don't know. I fear Eden. That's all.
All right, listen, that was a sour... Well, I know we went down a sour path.
No, this is interesting. Everyone's feeling these.
But that's why. I was just going to say, but I know everybody's feeling this.
Oh, yeah.
So why not talk about it?
I'm not going to pretend that I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not holier than everyone, you know?
Yeah. No, I mean, no matter what, we're...
Yeah, if anything less.
Yeah. What else is going on in this crazy world that we just blanketed as something else? Well, actually, we blanketed it as just that. As a crazy world.
As things that are crazy, I just...
Let's bring it up. It's got to be some stuff.
Yeah, there's...
Oh yeah.
This is funny. At least this is funny. At least we can poke fun. At least we can laugh at it. Well, we've all known that recycling has been a scam ever since before you were born. Ever since the alternative lifestyle men in Muppet suits did their Sesame Street.
Yes.
And then after the show was done, they had sex with guys.
And then Chappelle made garbage men really funny.
He might have money, but he ain't happy.
I don't believe you're Pappy. That was good.
Yeah, but ever since they told me that if you leave the water running when you're brushing your teeth, and fish will, get deprived of water in a pond near you, that's when I was like, wait, you can't, you telling me we went to the moon and they're telling me we're running out of water when it rains every day and we have oceans?
Just from you brushing your teeth?
What, do they think I'm stupid?
So you started wising up to this.
I knew immediately. We've always known that recycling and that environmentalism and that green initiatives were a complete scam, and they're honestly murder and genocide, if you want me to be honest, frank with you. But let's just leave that off.
Yeah, now, so this is California, right? And this will show you exactly what happens.
California.
Welcome
This
to
is
the
Fornia.
progressive bastion of Marin County, California.
Marin County, okay. Now, Marin County's more expensive. It's like Manhattan, isn't it?
They probably take their recycling seriously.
Yeah, it looks nice. I mean, look at at least you got
You see
water.
them all in the same...
You see this unpaid labor right here when they ask you to divide your stuff at a Whole Foods or in your own house? They ask you to pick trash and divide things like some sort of animal?
And I've been in a bunch of households where I said, do you recycle? And they said, oh yeah. Well, you don't?
No. Yeah, I mean, send me a check and I will.
Well, that's what Charles has always said that, and it actually made a lot of sense. If they pay me to,
send me
I will.
a check and I'll do your fucking work, you cocks.
Because hypothetically, let's say they actually get paid to do that, meaning or not paid, but
Let's say it's doing something.
Let's say it's doing anything.
Look what it's doing. One bin.
One after the other.
It goes
in the
into one
same
bin.
damn
Why
thing.
wasn't there just one bin? Oh, no, we have to make people feel sick and guilty. Well, you get it. It's all abuse. This is all, you get it. I don't want to bring up those words.
I know how the recycling companies work.
You've seen it.
I've seen it. I know what's... Now, listen. Here's the end result. You can recycle, and sometimes it does matter. Meaning that you're saving them a process, and
You're saving a recycling company money.
You're just going to make them more
You
money.
like unpaid, like forced labor? Now, there are places where if they'll check your trash... Well, this is a park, but there are places in other countries that you'll get fined.
You get fined, right? Well, that's just making them more money, though, Charles, because then they have to do the process.
Then they get a fine.
Yeah, so then they just charge you more. But you're saving them a process. They're making more money. Sometimes that matters to them. Other times, the reality is recyclable materials are going to China, and they're going overseas. It's expensive to ship this shit. Most times, they'll say, well, per bale, it's going to be like $120 to get it over there. It's about $100 if we just burn it. All right, well, obviously we're going with the cheaper option. They burn it. So everything you did doesn't mean a damn.
Yeah, it doesn't mean a damn thing.
Because in reality, if they're going to ship it over, it's going to cost them more money.
Yep, they'll just destroy it.
So that's it.
And the best part about this, Eric, you want to know the best part about it? Is that people are doing unpaid labor, and some people are being forced for it. Forced
They're
labor.
going to get fined.
You remember Klaus Kinski was forced labor, Dr. Zhivago. We got to watch that one day.
I have to see that.
It'll make you blast yourself spiritually. But you see, the worst part about this, is, okay, let's take two examples. Things that are recycled. Okay, when things are recycled, they become more toxic. The more recycled things on the more it deteriorates. The more it deteriorates, and the more it lets off particles and chemicals. So, like Snapple, now in plastic, recycled plastic, good example. Plastic, toilet paper, that is.
Wipe your ass with it.
Yeah, you touch it on your organs.
And it obviously matters. So you put a tampon soaking vodka in your ass.
You
and
put pills
take it
up
in.
your bottom. You do oxys up your bottom.
Yeah, you can actually. Obviously, it works.
Yeah, you do. I mean, I know people that used to do pills. They're dead now, but they used to do pills up their bottom.
It clearly works.
Sad, so sad. But the worst part is that people are being coerced to do labor in order to reduce their own lifespan through recycled materials and using them for food products.
You mean forced labor to kill yourself?
Yeah. Isn't that nice? Well, I don't mean to drag it into death, but that's the worst part about this, because people, they think they're doing something good by recycling and doing some green Mother Earth stuff, but they're only feeding to this machine that recycles their food product containers, and that reduces their lifespan and their family's lifespan.
What about Gates, though? Didn't he turn shit into water?
Yeah, that too. That probably doesn't reduce your lifespan.
You can pick which kind of water you want, but I'll tell you right now,
Drinking
that's at
sewage.
the top of my fucking
You
list.
drink sewage, you could last forever. Imagine that.
It's unbelievable.
But here's the game. It's all fake. It all goes into one bin. And there's machines that sort things automatically. It doesn't have to be by human labor, but they keep it by human labor because that's war. That's total war.
And it's war, and anybody you talk to, guaranteed, I'm telling you right now, if you throw, not everybody, but if you throw glass or plastic into the rest of your trash, there's a lot of people that feel guilt.
Yeah, there's people that won't do it.
Now
I won't
they're
not
guilty.
do it. Yeah. Sad, isn't it?
There's places where they divvy up every single piece of trash at their residential dump, meaning like they separate cardboard, paper, tin, batteries, obviously.
Tin?
Oh, yeah.
They still make things out of tin?
Yeah. Yeah, there's tin cans.
I actually didn't even know.
Yeah. All that stuff can be sorted with the machines they have, but these are billion-dollar companies.
Let's get people to do it.
Let's get people to do it.
But yeah, I hope people are happy making, saving the bottom line of waste management companies and also reducing their own lifespan. Isn't it making
Simultaneously.
Isn't it sad? Well, I'll leave that to the sadness. But this was really good because the dialect that she's speaking in, which I cannot identify, but you'll like this a lot. Let's see if we can play
Let's get some audio.
That's why you don't fucking buy Ford, people. That's why you don't buy the Ford. You can't park there. That's a bad fucking day for them. And I just got the Toyota. Thank
She's
God.
patting the wheel.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that.
Are you
I was
shitting
like,
me?
That's
what
why
is
you don't
going on?
fucking buy Ford,
Yeah, but
people.
all in all, this is
That's
probably
why you
someone
don't
doing an
buy the
act.
Ford.
But I
Yeah.
mean, let's assume that it's real and take some joy.
No,
from it.
that's really funny.
She's patting the wheel. That had me laughing.
And I just got the Toyota.
It's so silly to do something like that. She turns the camera around to pat on the wheel. That's crazy.
That was a good move. Is our audio down or am I flat? There we go. I'm back.
Yeah, but that's nice.
So, did you ever see one of those tractor trailers that drive into the bridge? It
Yeah, absolutely.
happens more often than you think. But,
Yeah.
the same recycling company that I was around,
Yeah.
I saw so many of those things crunched up like an accordion. It's unbelievable.
So like many.
And you want to know what I don't understand about it is how the drivers, picture this, if I'm driving any type of a trailer, if I just have like my pickup and I've got my tool trailer, and if I feel like I hit a bridge, I'm assuming I die.
Yep.
These guys, that thing accordions up, and it must be like the ultimate airbag, because all of them don't even have a scratch on them. I'm not gonna say it happens all the time. I'm sure
Yeah.
people died, but I'm just saying, like, I've seen that happen like 12 times, and the guy pulls the truck in with the thing down accordioned, and he's like, like he drove it home. Isn't that insane?
It like he lowered it.
Yes, like he backed up and lowered it and brought it back. And was like, yeah.
Don't you get arrested for that? Or not arrested?
Well,
but
I'm sure there's going to be an insurance
like if
claim
you
on
do
the bridge.
damage for a bridge, like
Bridges are cheap in America.
how much do they go for?
I think like 13 billion. What's the insurance claim going to be? Because I'm sure you compromise the integrity of that thing.
Did you ever see the bridges in India that go at 90 degrees?
No.
I don't have it ready for you, but that
Really?
was like, wow. Yeah, I mean, I'm not an engineer, but I just assume that only people that are insane would do that.
It's funny. I was driving back from Virginia, and I'm sure I went over that Baltimore, or maybe I didn't, because maybe it's closed. But either way, I was going through there, and I was thinking, when am I going to go over that Baltimore bridge and die?
Which one?
Isn't it? Was it in Baltimore?
Yeah, it was either Baltimore or Maryland.
Did a bridge come down?
No, remember that big freight moving boat that wrecked the bridge?
Oh, the people that fell off from the masts and all that.
No, it was humongous
that destroyed the economy for the whole country for like 4 years.
Yes. Yes.
Like this that repairs haven't even begun yet.
And I assume.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I assume it hasn't been repaired because that's just the way this world works, or this country works.
What incentive is there to repair it?
I know, and like I'm saying, what is that price tag going to be? $1 trillion? Who knows?
Yeah.
And
that's
the
funny.
value of this ring was $1 trillion.
Did you read that?
No.
Oh, I wish.
God, I wish it was.
Bro, something's worth $1 trillion? Like $1 trillion is so much money you can't wrap your head around it.
I think we spent that on NASA.
I know it's been over $1 trillion, right?
Yeah, I think it was something.
If
It was like 1.4.
if people knew how much money that was and how NASA was, they'd be in the streets. Let me just put it that way. Look at this ring.
This does look like a heavy chunk
Frankenstein's fat finger's going to go into this.
This, all right, here's the, are they saying it's 13,000 years
13,
old?
okay, so 13,000. Now the timeline of the Nephilim, I don't think this place is 13,000 years old. What is it like 6,000 years? 5,000?
It turns out that people were
3?
handcrafting jewelry before they knew how to use fire. Now, I'm just saying that as an idiot because I'm sure it's before that. But you know what I'm saying?
That's metallurgy, right?
I don't know. I don't know what that's called.
There are figures, descendants, let's say of Cain and etc. from the Bible, that even Cain and his descendants like Tubal Cain and people like that have significance in certain mystery religions.
Tuberculosis.
That are known for being artificers, that are known for bringing or inventing the technology of metallurgy. These things weren't discovered. They were invented by specific figures. Can you believe that?
That one looks like it was on a giant.
Well, of course, it was made for a giant. I mean, I guess you have to assume that pre-Adamic races, pre-Adam, were big like this.
So,
or even post-Adam, they were big like this.
Being some type of appraiser, expert, we'll say.
And assuming it's real.
Why wouldn't they just say it's a freaking giant bracelet for a child? Like, why wouldn't they just do that?
There's no incentive to tell the truth about it. Or even a lie. They just don't even bother saying anything. It'll be 10 years before people start realizing anyway.
It's on some type of velt table. Was this like an appraisal on...
No, that's a Leisure Bay. That's a pool table.
Oh, so it played true.
Yeah, exactly.
This is on Antique Roadshow.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, who the hell's appraising this thing?
Yeah, he brings that in.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I picked this up at a yard sale last week.
Yeah, this is crazy, but you can just assume that the Bible is true. I mean, we're all, considering the abomination that we've lived through, you can just assume that the things they say aren't true are true. But there were definitely big people. You see the doors, you see the steps.
I know.
I mean, obviously, clearly they were big people. But I guess it refutes evolution or something like that. I don't know why people don't talk about it.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't
evolution, whatever. Or evolution. What about the chimps? What about the chimpanzees and the bonobos right now? Well, why aren't they evolved?
Don't they? Yeah, that's true.
Why aren't they evolved?
I don't know. They must have took a different fork in the road.
No, they didn't get the memo.
They can't read.
Unbelievable, bro.
You know how, isn't there, like, Grand Canyon, wasn't there, like, some guy that was rolling through there with a rifle on his back in, like, 18X, who knows what, and discovered a whole freaking thing of all giants and all that stuff, and then the Smithsonian came in.
Yeah.
And they just, like,
There was excavations.
No, everybody.
Egyptian artifacts in the Smithsonian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they say no one's allowed in this area.
Yeah, it's all national. Now it's a national park.
And then it's gone.
When you find Egyptian artifacts, it becomes a national park. Huh. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
It must be, that's just how it works. But yeah, I always found that was interesting.
That one
the
was
Grand
interesting.
Canyon, it always seemed like I was always in awe of the power of water and wind erosion.
The erosion. The erosion.
Yeah, the erosion, really. I was like, how is this possible?
But it is weird, and it always seems like that place holds secrets somehow, huh?
Some say that it's a rock quarry because it looks like a rock quarry, like the stepped down. I'm stupid. I don't know what it's called, but it looks like it's been strip mined.
It looks like it's been mined down.
It's mined out. If in all likelihood, the Grand Canyon is just a strip mine or melted castles.
And for all we know, the damn thing was littered with gold way back in the day. They just mined the damn thing.
So evil, this world. We can't have anything. We can't even have our history. Well, we can. We're talking about it right now.
I guess. Like I said, you got to go back to the old books.
You got to go back to the old books. You've always said, go back to the old books. You go back to the old book.
I saw you had a silver dollar in there. When the hell did you come across it?
Yeah, it's just my dad got it. He's like, it's going to be, I was like, hey, yeah.
Yeah, silver dollar is so much fun.
Yeah, I like metals. Some people say that some people I've seen lately say that wearing metals of any kind at all will increase absorption of radiation and things like that. And I'm like, oh man.
It's so good. Silver's going up so high because all these damn, I think it's the EV cars is what they're attributing.
A lot of silver in there.
Yeah, something to do with that.
A lot of sterilization in there.
I guess you drive those cars, you live forever. If you drive it long enough.
Yeah, it's just your balls fall off.
Yeah, probably. Or you just you just burn alive in them.
Ugh, who needs balls?
I know, but silver has just gone up like astronomical over the. Like remember back in the day, it might have been 2009 or something like that. Remember when silver like took a jump from hell?
Yep.
It's happening again. It's kind of crazy. Gold too.
This world is so evil.
It's got to be something with the way it.
It's
the conductivity is really high in it.
Yeah.
Something. So
Somebody's mentioned the Devil's Plateau. You know about that, Charlie, right?
Is that the Devil's Foot, Devil's Plateau? Is
That's
that
the one that's like that big tree stump?
petrified rock?
Oh.
Yeah.
So what is it like?
It looks like a tree stump that's like 400 feet in diameter, like cut down.
Oh,
The
I
big
did see
things
that.
look like petrified.
Yeah. All right. So plateau, I get it. That's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks just like a massive tree stump.
You don't know how old it is though, because it doesn't take long to petrify.
Isn't that funny? You showed me that.
Yeah, it might not take as long as you think to petrify.
You know, shit that we have been made to believe. A piece of shit
Yeah.
can petrify in 3 months.
Why not?
Turn to stone.
In the right conditions, everything's good, and not 1 trillion pounds of pressure either.
It doesn't have to be made of pure carbon.
Yeah, just the coal line, like how they connected, like the lines throughout different eras. They said like, oh, this is a sediment from a certain era or a certain epoch or whatever.
Right.
But the veins connect all through. It's like doesn't make any fucking sense at all. That's just such a silly explanation. Nothing.
No, but you know how
what I'm
like
talking
all of us, in the most elementary way of explaining it, like we tie time periods to like
Layers.
and veins.
There are veins of coal that connect all throughout the layers. How?
But then you have a standing tree that divides all of those layers, and it's
There and there, too.
petrified.
Yep. Imagine that.
Doesn't make any sense.
There's a tree that it's all throughout all of them. I can't. The only way I can explain that is that that Noah's flood petrified everything. That's the only way I can explain it.
Because even in those examples that you were showing me,
Utnapishtim.
it could be a piece of shit, it could be a baseball, whatever the hell it was. It petrified quickly, and they were saying, wasn't water always involved in that crap too? And I think, like in other words, the guy's explanation, he was defending your point too. I think he was saying something like, "Hey, the only way I can see it is Noah's flood was a real deal."
Yeah, water, some sort of I can't explain it. I don't only make myself look dumb if I try to explain it. But it's just so interesting, and it's really a horrifying thing when your history is taken from you or your roots are taken from you. It's something that you really don't dwell on.
Do you trust scientists throughout this, considering they're the ones that told us that it takes
I trust them
500-600 years to petrify something?
so much. I trust them so much.
You put your trust in them.
I put my trust in scientists, also archaeologists. Imagine spending your entire life, your whole career, your whole legacy as a lie.
Well, that's actually why we're supposed to trust them, is because you're talking about people that dedicated their entire life.
They're not going to
this.
go back on that because they'd go insane or they would be like eliminated.
Who the fuck would ever say I was wrong after, besides the guy in the wheelchair? Didn't he say like, never mind? Stephen Hawking.
I hope to God he said never mind.
Wasn't there like a thing where he said
He's like,
something,
my whole existence, never mind.
something like, wasn't it like 25 years of whatever the hell he had for theorizing?
Yeah, theorizing like the black hole. He was like, I guess I was wrong. Like he completely changed it.
How the hell can you go back on 25 years worth of research and say you were an idiot?
55 years. There's a black hole out there that's sucking everything in and we're all getting sucked into it. Why?
Quantum.
Yep, look, why?
Rectum.
Damn near killed him. Dude.
Hey, we should see this chick swinging on a rope.
Why? Black hole. Why?
I don't know. There's a black hole out there, a big asshole.
Why?
Suck it.
For the temporary structures.
Here's a girl that.
Maybe that's what gods eat.
So anyway,
I love that.
What do you think that meant?
Well, it's just like, what do you do for fun?
That was an exposition. That's the stuff they did during these. See that styrofoam?
What is this? The 39 World's Fair?
Look at that styrofoam.
Oh, geez, look at they made stuff out of such shit.
See the styrofoam? Look, the lights. See electricity, the styrofoam?
What's that, a bullshit AI commercial?
Yeah, they AI'd it. They definitely AI'd it. Yeah, of course. But it's very interesting. Don't you love the World's Fair? It's the most spectacular thing. But again,
39 was a monumental time, though.
Look what they did. But I don't automatically, and I never have, even though it's natural to revere those who can construct those structures, but is it? If someone is a freak that deserves to be in jail, does something good, is that thing they made good? I don't believe that. If someone is a freak and they deserve to be erased and they put out art, I don't believe that has merit. I think a bad fruit comes out of bad people.
I agree.
Yeah, a bad person cannot put out good fruit. No.
Okay, let me play devil's advocate. If bad people made all the structures, should we have burned them down and destroyed them?
That's definitely debatable. That's purely for keeping us contained and oblivious to our past. But I don't assume that these people that put these things up were. I mean, of course, we talked about the little season and a perfect, Christ's millennial reign. We've explored those things, but I don't automatically assume that these were good people. In fact, not Nod, but you could say Nod, you could say Canaan, cities founded by Cain. It was the first murderer. These places looked like that.
Oh yeah.
These places they revered music and art and architecture.
And there was clearly bad eggs.
And all of these fine things, and they were the same way. Our civilization now and the civilization then are not far removed from Cain and Babylon, not at all. In fact, not at all.
Yeah. In other words, it's always been rough.
It's always been, well, look, okay. Sure, it's always been rough and it's always been that way. But again, I don't put that forth in order to demoralize or to eject other thoughts from buzzing in here, other people's heads. I don't mean to demoralize. So what I'm saying right now, for example, there's a family that's amassed a lot of wealth. I don't even, what's the point of even mentioning it? There's a family of mutants, of lizard people that have amassed over 50 trillion in the holdings, in property, in infrastructure and everything. The people that own the world,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look at them, look at the world. What is the point? What is the point of amassing a wealth of 50 trillion? Like, what is the point? And if that is possible, if purified people were in charge of all of the holdings and all of the infrastructure and they had that money, is it possible to make this world run on that money and on that energy in this world without nefarious sacrifices and insane deaths, or without the murders? Would the gods of this world die and would the world cease to exist?
I mean, I understand exactly what you're saying. And it's sad that I would say, of course, I don't know.
Of course, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't mean to deny the one single creator in which there is none before or none higher. I'm not looking to wedge like that. Like a lot of these things are meant to annihilate the faith of Christians, but again, the celestial agriculture and the meaning of death and the eating of death by the flying spaghetti monsters. Like, if that system weren't necessary, perhaps it wouldn't be in place. Like, it's scary.
I know it's scary. I know. You painted it perfectly because I understand exactly what you're talking about, and of course I don't know.
Like, if mankind
I can't give you an answer, obviously.
If mankind went on a hunger strike or they stopped murdering each other, would these demons die?
Yes. And
would the world cease to exist? Would the sun and the moon go out?
I know. Like, would it all exist? We don't know.
Would the firmament come crashing down? And I'm not looking to deny the real celestial hierarchy of these things. I'm just putting these things forth.
But putting them forth, meaning that
it's meant to empower mankind because mankind has all the power, is what I'm trying to say.
Sure.
Mankind is above gods.
But basically, where we are right now, what exists, is it because of the way it exists?
Is it because of the occupiers and the usurpers? Is it because of the demons from hell tricking people to make this world into that, to spite God? Or if pure people were in charge, would things be good? And if things were good,
would it exist?
What would that mean?
Yeah, well, yeah, like
if there was only good, what does it mean? I don't know.
Or like, do all those bad things that we all know are bad, murders, blah, 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 go down the list. Would it even exist? Like, would it be taken away if everybody spread the wealth of what you're saying? I don't know.
I don't know. What is free will? I don't know. But it's all these things are all connected.
Yeah.
Because the reason why these things happen in this world, it's not because people are beating off because they like when people die. That's not. I like those.
Only a handful.
Yeah, and maybe it could be the rulers. I don't put it past them. But it is thus because the agriculture, it is a necessity for the evil that perpetuates the system. Without this system, they die. And
you've always said, starve the demons.
You don't feed the aliens.
Exactly.
You don't feed the demons is better. Alien. But it's a big one. It's a big one.
It is a big one.
But it's in my opinion, it's empowering, and it's not hubris. As no one's people do. The people are using this to subvert the one Creator in order to kill God, not gods plural, those demons and angels and things like that, but God, to like usurp him from heaven, like throw him out and like force apotheosize like a demon into its place. Like it's so never mind.
It's all bad stuff. What's going on with Elon?
Hey, thanks Winona for the gifted subs. Appreciate it.
Oh, I appreciate
It's
you.
been a while, haven't seen you.
Yeah,
Winona,
that's a
you're the
treat.
man.
Hey, yo, thanks so much for
Thank
the
you.
support, Winona.
What is this?
I forget what this was.
He's asleep.
Yeah, he's sleeping.
Said that he was blown away by how fast.
Oh my God, he sounds weird.
Sounds weak.
I've never even heard his
Jensen
voice
said
before.
there's only one human on the planet who could have done that. That's you.
Yes, he did say that.
Oh, he's saying he could do something with all his money? Is that what's going on?
It's very kind of.
It's made us think about, are you really human?
I keep telling people I'm an alien, but nobody believes me.
Isn't it
when
cute?
I got my green card, it said alien registration card. So,
Isn't that so cute?
You know, have proof from the government.
I like the background. Yeah.
Pretty good combo.
Yo, look at his teeth.
This combo's deep. I think the whole thing that it was going to be was that we weren't taking up much space in the world.
Oh, okay. Shh, I see. I don't even remember. Okay. All of these years, your whole life, the world's overpopulated.
It's overpopulated.
Overpopulated. You shouldn't have kids. I shouldn't have kids. Everyone else have kids.
Yes, but
Yeah.
even on the side of it, there's all these conspiracies about COVID because they were trying to depopulate. Because we had to.
Yeah, we have to. Because
there's
we
no
don't
way
have
we're
the
going to be able to survive
There's
this
not enough
way.
water because the fish, you brush your teeth.
You brush your teeth too much.
Yeah, and all the people that were called crazy, like us and other people, would say like, for years now, there aren't many people. There's probably 1 billion people on the planet. There's the whole. You drive through New England, you know that the majority of everything is unpopulated. Now I know people are densely packed into cities to demoralize them, to make them sick.
You drive through New England, you know everybody.
Yeah, you know everybody. But they always said they implemented policy that destroyed your life because people were convinced that the world was overpopulated.
Yep.
Like destruction that you can't even come back from. Because of this, now all of a sudden, everyone's talking about it for years, and all of a sudden, people with huge platforms, oh wait, there's not many people in this world anymore. Oh, actors, media, people like this, so whatever you want to call these people, all of a sudden, you guys are dumb. We always knew that there weren't many people in this world. Fuck you.
So if you could theorize why the flip.
They're controlling the narrative. It's a pretty rough phrase to use. Controlled opposition will always take the issues that you're passionate about and run with them in order that they get all of the distribution of ideas and you don't. So they define the new order of the consciousness that people are finally waking up to.
In other words, there's an advantage to take from every time you flip the script, of course.
To run with even the conspiracy stuff that makes them look bad, if they have their men running it, they still look good. Isn't it nice?
This has really nothing.
That's why it makes me. It goes up my shorts when conspiracy people. Now I'm not owed anything, and it's not like I was campaigning about these things full time.
Yeah.
But people that aren't anonymous that put their names forth that talk about things that are really crazy. There's a level of risk and a level of eye opening to that sort of stuff that's inherent in that sort of work. And I'm not saying anyone's owed this and that, but then you have conspiracy people that work for a year and that they're the biggest platforms and that they're like, oh, they're lizard people. They're all sex slaves. They're all raped. All of a sudden,
boom, top of the
charts. Their men are the ones running with it. So all the eyes go onto them because most people are worthless, and they're just going to be diverted to that because they're worthless. They don't deserve to vote. They don't deserve anything really. They go right to that, and those people define the consciousness for the future.
It's crazy. But we've heard that so much our whole lives, and now that's it. There's plenty of space.
Nation destroying.
And nobody could ever fathom how much destruction that was. Even just something that simple.
The destruction, ethnic cleansing. That's the world. The world is overpopulated equals ethnic cleansing. That's what it turned into.
I still even think that would be even like more of a reason to accept migration.
Yeah.
It's like this. What are you worried about? We got tons of space.
No, we got to put him next to you and in your kids' schools.
There's plenty of room.
No, build another school. No, we want them in your kids' schools. Why? We believe in unity that much. Oh, really? Well, you know how it is.
They're just replacing churches now too.
Because everybody deserves a chance.
Yeah, even the worst hardcore murderer ever. That would kill everyone, you and everyone you know. Even they deserve a chance, right?
Deserves a second chance.
No, they actually. Here's the trick. A lot of people don't deserve a chance.
It's truth.
What can I say? I'm sorry. What can I say?
If you think of migration, this has been said a million times. I'm only repeating it.
It's fine.
But wouldn't you just say, if this area we live in, and I mean U.S., if it is that good, and then you take people from places that is that much worse, what makes you think them coming here is going to make it better?
No, they're going to assimilate. Melting pot of the world.
Just like in
general. You ever
general.
take a look at the guy that coined the term melting pot?
In general, how could anybody argue the fact that, no, they can come here and they can benefit us? Like, how is that even a thought? If they come from a place that's in a shithole, and they come to a place that's better, why would you think they're a benefit? Why? How can anybody argue that?
I don't know. I just don't understand why they want to be around us and why everyone has the right to be around. Like,
could be religious.
I thought we were the worst.
And now, that's like a whole different thought. But now I'm realizing maybe it's like religious, and that's scarier than anything to me.
Oh, you mean proselytizing and
just basically converting or like overpopulating and then taking over, conquering
by overpopulation.
That's scarier to me now. I never really thought like that.
It was hidden from you.
I know.
Well, Pat Buchanan, there's a lot of people that were talking about that, but everyone laughed him off. And they brought in people, well, you get it. Well, he's also an inside man too. Why wouldn't he be?
Yeah, right.
No, he's an outsider. He's been running his mouth all these years. He's completely fine the establishment.
He's on the outside.
Yeah, I bet. I love Pat Buchanan. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. He's the realest one in my whole lifetime. The only one that's real. But if he was that real, he'd be dead. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not trying to denigrate him. His message is still valid.
Yep. But he'd be dead.
He'd be a dead man.
What's going on in this? Oh, this looks like a nice wide.
Oh, it's not video.
This is a wide plane.
Oh, yeah, they got a big one. Those are always so much fun. This is a good story from Brian. He was on a flight today.
So Brian tuned in.
Yeah, Brian out of New Haven. Flight cracked. The pilot cracked a few jokes before liftoff. Woman in first class thought he might have been drunk. Had to return to the gate to get breathalyzed. 90-minute delay.
Nice for everybody on the flight.
That's nice for everyone on the flight.
Now, I flew on Breeze. How many times? 22 times. Yeah. 22 times in 3 months. Mm-hmm. And every single time, there was that. The jokes beforehand, all the stewardesses, everybody making jokes. Every single time. Nobody was bitching.
It was fine.
It was awesome. For a change, you had a captain come out, say a bunch of crap, that was like funny. He was actually funny. It was a rehearsed thing.
Like I'm gonna land this thing like I stole it.
Yeah, he's like, all right. He's like, we gotta bake up some time. I'm gonna fly this thing like I stole it. I mean, funny stuff beforehand.
Okay.
This guy gets yoked.
Okay, so it could be a one-off. She's having a bad day. This could be fake, or this could be.
Why not throw the chick off the flight though and be like, what the hell is she talking about? Breathalyze the guy?
It's. I mean, of course, you have to make sure the pilots are good, and
Sure.
it's usually the issue that that at least we've seen in the media that could cause some issues during flight. They weren't alcohol related. They were related in other ways.
I know. But that has to be checked.
Yeah, it has to be checked. Everyone deserves to be safe.
I mean, and honestly, they should just do their own checks, though. It's not up to some girl in first class to come up with an idea.
She's been drinking. She's already had 2 drinks.
I was going to say, she's drinking for free.
Unbelievable.
We have somebody in chat that's saying he wish he grew up in an era where a kid could visit the cabin and talk to the pilot. I actually saw that like 3 times.
Saw it a bunch.
Flying around. So
Really?
on
Yep.
Breeze, little
We're
kids
there.
go in there. They get their little flight badge thing and they talk to the captain.
Yep. Captain was waiting for a little kid. I saw one time, no, twice I flew first class, and I was sitting there watching him, and he had the door open. He was waiting. Soon as one kid that was about 6 years old, he's like, hey! He's like, tell him.
There's fucking booze blown out.
Yeah, he was like, he was leaning the whole time. A couple times he was puking.
just burps. Just
But yeah, he's inviting the kid back. It was fun. Honestly, Breeze, I know it's cheap, but it was good.
I haven't heard any. It's only Alaska and Spirit. I haven't heard anything bad about Breeze.
Breeze was good, man. It was awesome.
That's nice to hear.
We were only like throughout all this crazy TSA bullshit, we were only late 20 minutes one time, and we'll call it an hour on another one out of 22 flights. I think that's pretty damn
Pretty good. Damn, that's silly.
Never a canceled flight either. It was pretty good.
That is lucky. When they were shutting down or something like that.
Yeah. That was all bullshit too. You get texts saying TSA is going to be closing down at 8 o'clock. Make sure you're here by 7:30. We get there at 7:30. Talking to the TSA, they're like this. I'll be here till 10.
You see how everything's
All the
alive?
texts are bullshit. Now we got to sit in there for another 2.5 hours for no reason, waiting. It's terrible.
Oh my!
It happened a lot too.
Oh, the evil,
Yep.
the evil
They're
that is
literally
allowed.
fucking with us. They're sending us texts to get us there.
Yeah, they're like, it's going to be shut down at 8. You have to be there by 7:30. Okay, we get there. The guy's laughing at us. He's like, nah. He's like, we ain't going nowhere.
You get laughed at when you go in there.
Yep.
Oh man! First of all, there's a TSA when you go in there. That's the first laugh.
It is.
Unbelievable, man.
You don't go through TSA, Charles, and you see all those pictures. Like this gun was seized on October 22nd. The machine gun.
Dude, someone that's going through security with a gun that's not declared and everything made a mistake. They weren't going through.
Oh, that's what I mean. Like they were like,
No, wait, all of a sudden. I guess anything's
yeah.
possible.
I mean,
Manchurian candidate. You know?
regardless, I don't want the gun on there. I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm glad they caught it, but
Sad.
yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So
But
now you got to think that people are bringing in guns all the time. That's what the pictures are showing. It's
As-
just like see something, say something. Yeah.
yeah, you walk through and it was like that was 4 days ago. That was
Oh,
7
really?
days ago.
They're all laughing about winking. Yeah. I bet.
They're like, see this one? It shows the serial numbers of it
Yeah.
all scratched off. It's all pictures of like bad weapons, Charlie.
These are sad times, man. They said that times were going to be like this.
Yeah. What's this? Orthodox? What does that say?
Oh, this is a little bit horrifying. This is going to be horrifying. This is destruction of churches and a lot of genocide. Yeah, I just came across a video of just destruction of churches, but I don't really know anything moralizing to say about it.
All right, full disclaimer, we're going to play it.
Yeah, I mean, might as well. Yeah, I would say to all people out there, and especially all Christians, I say it's definitely a time for cohesive, simultaneous prayer if you want anything to be done, because the things that you're afraid of happening in your lifetime, they've already happened before many times.
They've happened before, and I think they're happening as
so
you
if
speak.
you think it can't happen here, it's already happened many times.
You know, this doesn't look good.
Now, if they started doing this in this country, you could assume people would be out in the streets. Where were the people in the streets when they were doing it here? No, of course they were all being cleansed. They were being.
Now, Charles, you said this many times, and we have to. Well, we have to believe it's real because it's positive. I've seen a bunch of things recently where other locations in this world, this happens to, but there's a bunch of people in different locations, let's say it's happened to, where they say, if you go to America and try this, or they've waited to go to the West last for a reason, because it'll be the hardest to take down, and it's because Americans still have a revolutionary, they have revolutionary blood in them. Mm-hmm. They fight to the death.
I don't take blood into account often enough.
And they're armed to the teeth.
Yep.
And you can't compete against that. What is there, 700 million guns in this country? You would have to use 50 nukes if you wanted to neutralize that, and still you wouldn't. So that's just like that's the words of other people around there. They said you can try these things in Europe, and of course they took away the guns on them in the first place.
Yeah, it's easy to subvert. Anything is easy to subvert, even those three things. But
either way, they're just saying like you wait to take the West last, and it'll be your hardest. That's your hardest. Yep. I don't know, task for a reason. And they said Americans are different, and yep. I like to believe that just from a prideful standpoint of view. But we're armed to the teeth, and when it gets down to it, the West would be hard to take because we just fight. We fight for what we want. I don't know.
It's true.
What is it?
Americans are anointed. They are special. I'm not afraid to admit that. But the things that make anybody special are attacked and can be eroded to completion, and you can do it by demographics in schools. It'll be soonish where they're doing things to crack down in more ways than one about guns in your lifetime. It'll be pretty soon, and they do that with overpopulation. The children want to take the guns. The children will always want to take the guns, even if they're American, even if they're real American. Right. They'll still want to take the guns because of media.
So the votes will come in.
Teachers.
The votes will come in because of new generations being.
The new generation will usher in the annihilation. So they would never dare. They're way too afraid to come into America head on. They would be pissing their pants, shitting their pants. They would be killing themselves. They would be crying. They would have heart attacks. They would have cancer. They would die. They wouldn't even. There's no chance to mount an assault on American soil. Not a chance. You have to wait until the older generations are dead or the guns are gone. You have to. It's impossible to siege.
Yep. So we've got that going for us. Right now.
I mean, you can get sieged. You will get sieged, but it's impossible to invade and to surmount in those terms.
Yep. For now.
For now.
Which is still good. For right now, it's good.
But don't consider. If there weren't guns and there weren't that, then there would be.
Already, we'd be so screwed.
People don't know that, like you were saying before, they don't understand that other people are willing to kill them. They don't know.
I know.
They
have a blind eye to
this
it.
Day, they don't know.
And I understand it. Mm-hmm. I really do. That's what's scary about it. But here's another question for you. When do you think, now they're smart, obviously.
Yeah.
So they're not going to do anything too crazy until they know they could do something.
No.
But
they test things all the time.
They test things. What would they do? Let's say they screw up. What would they do to make a real revolt? Like
you mean if they screwed up in a big way, how would they put down a revolt?
No, meaning like, let's say someone tries to conquer us right now and they make a mistake going too early because we're all armed.
Oh, you mean
what's their move? What do they do that would trigger us to say, fuck this, and everybody goes haywire and says, no, it's time to defend the country 100%?
Oh, I couldn't even say because that's not on the table.
It's not
They
on the
wouldn't
table.
allow people to get mobilized like that.
So it just, in other words, and that's like being smart, obviously. So they're not going to screw up. They're just going to wait it out and then.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that these people are infallible, but you're dealing with non-human intelligence. Mm-hmm. So that's a different ballgame. Even if they did make some mistakes and people really started to get out in the streets, they would just set off terror operations, and then they would disperse. They'd
sneak back into holes.
They would have other things to worry about or something. But there'd be dirty bombs. There'd be terror attacks.
Super
everywhere.
Bowl.
Yeah, it would be chaos, and then the chaos would necessitate, or it would quell. It would, unless everyone was really down to not go into a gas chamber and fight to the end. I mean, I'm not really down to start talking about too much of that stuff.
Yeah.
But that spirit perhaps can never die. I'm not sure though, because anything can die, even gods. Not God, but gods can die. If gods can die, then there's a lot of stuff that I thought couldn't die can't.
Oh, it's a wild thing. Anyway, a lot of destruction. I see Canada churches being burned down. It's kind of wild.
What were all the mass graves on all the church grounds of all the indigenous that were scalped and massacred? Did they find any?
Well, that's why I bring it up, is the idea that, like, if Canada churches are being burned down, and
are they being rebuilt after no graves were found? No.
Why? Like, that didn't do it. That's why I'm asking. Mm-hmm. I'm saying, like, I'm not hearing the uproar to the point of something crazy. Yeah. So I'm saying, what does it take to get people to...
Ooh, that's a scary topic. That's a scary topic because I only have the contrary for you. I only have the most hardcore things happening.
And we don't have to talk about it. Honestly, if it's too bad, it's too bad.
Yeah, I'd have to think about that. Like, I really don't even know. Because what you've seen in the UK and people still aren't in the streets, dude, I don't even know. It's because they don't have guns.
These are all the reasons why I think that.
Wow, like if they don't do it there. But there have been many things that have happened in this country that normally people would be out in the streets and then there would be a complete upheaval. But it didn't happen because the occupiers are very sophisticated in propaganda and quelling insurrections, or rather revolutions. Very sophisticated, obviously, because there's been none. Yeah, because there's only been color revolutions within our own governments and in our own society.
They can fool you every time. It's crazy.
It's shocking.
Fucking social media is nuts. And new media is nuts. Maybe, shit, man. I guess when people were reading newspapers, it was way more beneficial. Maybe that, well, I'm not going to say it wasn't propaganda.
It was still just is contained. Yeah, it's a hard nut because you think with social media the fire would burn around faster, but it doesn't, because the media wouldn't be flying around if people weren't already too demoralized to say that's enough. They would only allow it to be circulated when it's already past that point. It's just how it is. That's how you would do it if you're doing it.
It just seems so much more simple, man, because, like, it sounds nuts. Too much wine. But think about this. Let's think Revolutionary War. Something that hits home, taxes and all the bullshit. When you're
no representation.
No representation. God. But think about this. If you're a father of a family of 8, God knows back then.
Yeah.
And you seriously are going to starve to death because of X amount of reasons. You've got a damn good reason to actually just pick up a hoe and kill somebody.
You go all in. You're like, go in. I'm not going out like this.
So it has to get to a point where it's life or death, I guess.
Yeah. Well, our society is tuned in ways to make all of those things impossible, and for everyone to slide into a technological pod or a grave or a place of no weapons. Like everything is way too smart to allow that to happen.
But it's more of a boiling pot that boils over time, and then you're dead anyway. It's a slow kill.
Yeah, they have to do it slow, just like the West. If you did the West fast, you would never be able to do that to the United States. You have to do it from within. You cannot do it from without.
Yeah. What the heck's this? Gone with the Wind?
Oh yeah, this is some woman who can smell water. She's a water diviner, but I really like the way she was moving.
I really love this shit.
Deborah in Cornwall, whose physical reaction to water is so strong that she is literally pulled this way and that in the direction of the underground stream she located.
Yeah, that's amazing.
She points to it.
She discovered her gift 3 years ago. Catherine has located 300
Amelia
deep
Earhart
boreholes
out there,
and has been right 98 times in every 100. Today, she is one of Britain's most successful professional water diviners.
Professional water diviner. Isn't that amazing?
I wish. Holy shit, she marks it.
It seems like a lot of horseshit to me, but I think there's water divining and such is not like it's not a fake thing. Like there's a reason why it's endured in a folklore. I don't know how to classify it, but there's a reason why it's around. Like it's not a fake thing.
The only thing
I don't dismiss this immediately.
God, this seems so insane. Like, more or less, she threw in 12 stakes in 40 feet. Like, like if you sink a well anywhere, you're gonna hit the same water that was there. You know what I mean?
These water tables are huge.
Yeah, they're huge.
It's the whole valley or the whole.
Yeah, like she's sitting in the middle of like
pasture.
mountains and she's in the low area.
Yeah, it's so silly.
Oh man, I wonder how much she got paid for that shit.
But I don't know.
She probably got paid in cock.
Yeah, she's getting paid in length. And they got a meter, like a taxi meter going. But I'm not familiar with that. But I wonder what the technology is with a stick or whatever the hell, kind of pointing in directions, because there's divination is not a fake thing. Like it's not remotely fake. It's occulted now, but it is used by the layman in like at a casino, in cards and all that. People use divination without knowing it. Those cards are not randomized. They come out certain ways for certain reasons.
So people have abilities.
People have abilities, so people have bad luck or the devil's out for you. I don't know, but divination is very much a very real thing. So I just don't dismiss.
Can't take this off the table.
How would you dismiss? She can move like that?
I mean, if she's moving like that, I think she's already got it.
Yeah, she's got it. Oh yeah, you got it.
It's over that way.
Imagine times how good even this is so sweet compared to these days. Look
I
at
know.
This. And imagine they make a video like. I mean, people would be deep throating cucumbers and shit in the background.
Well, that's just it, man.
God,
what's happened? What's happened?
I mean, everything that's happened is spelled out and like nothing. It's not like anything is hidden. Like people are on record saying like, yeah, we do this. 20 years, you'll be done. Like, yeah, I do this. It's for you. And like,
how many times? Yeah, people have said it straight up. Like,
on record.
This is the plan. It's right in this pamphlet. This is what we're gonna do, and this is how it's gonna work.
But still, the hardship of life, because through warfare, economic and spiritual and all warfare, life is made too hard where people don't have the energy to like it's the learned helplessness is taking root. People feel like it's impossible to subvert the wickedness controlling this world.
We got to change that, everybody.
Got to change it at least in your own heart.
I know.
At least in yourself. Because I've never been a revolutionary or a militia leader before, or anything like that. I've never been someone who coagulates that sort of operations. I'm saying just at least in your own heart, so at least you know the truth yourself. But I don't know why more people don't wake up. They say people are waking up, this and that. Dude, things have never been so brutal as they are now.
Like they're waking up to the wrong damn thing.
Dude, it's so scary.
Yeah, it's brutal. Is there another thank you, or should we
should.
We did it good.
Thank everyone for watching and
take everyone for a walk.
If you like the show, and sorry I didn't put up the chat read stuff and all that stuff. We kind of forgot. But yeah, if you like the show, go to thepalace.show.
Yes, please help us.
Yes,
please
help
Patreon.
Us. We got whatever, I don't know, what is this, like 70 episodes now in there or something?
Yeah, I thought that this conversation tonight was rather decent.
It was awesome. It was fun, and it was fun to do it live. It was cool.
People must support what they love. I'm sorry, people must. Please help us.
I appreciate you guys.
And check out,
thanks so much for making this possible, guys.
Check out fullmode.shop.
Yeah. Buy these glasses, it's fun.
These glasses are ready.
We'll have a drink with you.
Let's do it.
All right.
When we use these are sigils right here. When you take a sip in this glass, we all drink together.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon.
Thank ya.
Just running the credits, it'll take a sec.
Hey, it's been a nice one.
It's gonna take a sec.
We're back. I guess we'll just talk about.
Let's walk around.
So, Charles, what happened with those churches?
The church is burned down. It's the Bolsheviks.
I'm out of wine, too.
My dad always told me about the Bolsheviks ever since I was old enough to know English.
What is it?
He said that they weren't very good and that they're still around. I was like, you're an old fool. You fast forward the years, even though I've seen these things, I see it firsthand and everything.
Dad, you're the smartest guy ever.
Like, man, you can say what you want about boomers, but there are boomers that are real.
Yeah. Your dad was real. He is real.
Yeah, he's Israel.
He's Israel.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go back in these.
I gotta go to the bathroom. We're gonna teleport to the. You see, the gates are closed.
Guys, stay chipper.
You need to be transported. The gates aren't physical right now at this time. Yeah, keep your chin up. That's the best advice.
Please do.
Your body language and your posture. You can't be defeated.
Stretch.